So how do we actually deal with negative people? Well, if I said to you, for example, I have a cheese sandwich, all right? I'm holding a cheese sandwich. Would you be offended by that? No, I hope not anyway. Now, if I said to you, you jerk, you don't know what you're talking about and you're wasting your life, would you be offended by that? And that might be a little bit of a different story. But what's actually the difference between the two examples? So if you think about what happened, what actually happened, well, in both examples, my mouth moved and sound came out. That's what happened. So what's the difference between them? Well, the difference is what we've chosen to take those sounds to mean. What's the meaning that we've attached behind them? And who's in control of the meaning that we attach behind them? That's us, right? We're in control of the meaning we attach. We're in control of how we perceive what happens in the world around us. So if we're the ones attaching the meaning behind it, and it's the meaning that's offending us, what's really happening there? We're getting offended by our own meanings that we're creating. So we're offending ourselves. And when you get this, when you realize that toxic people, difficult people, negative people, people insulting, offending us, whatever, when we realize it's nothing to do with them and it's all to do with us, suddenly everything changes. Because if we're in this space where someone else saying something can offend us and we're choosing to perceive that a certain way, and it's us that's actually getting offended at ourselves because we have the power to change how we perceive it. We can't change what they say, but we can change how we perceive it, and it's how we perceive it that's offending us. We have the power to choose whether toxic people negatively affect us or offend us or insult us or whatever. It's completely on us. And when you get this and when you own this and you accept that if I'm getting offended, it's all to do with me, you then suddenly take the power to become unstoppable compared to what somebody else is doing or saying to you. Your state, your frame of mind, your mood is not influenced by someone else. When you blame them, you give them the power. Your happiness is in the palm of their hand. They can say one word and they flip you into a negative frame of mind. They flip you into creating poor results in your life. They flip you into, changing your dialogue about yourself, about whatever. Like, they're causing you to start experiencing a negative result based on not what they've said, but based on what they've made you perceive about what they said. They've made you do something. They are in control of you. You are a puppet in their world. If you're getting offended or insulted or reacting to external people or situations or things in your world, they are controlling you. And the distinction is for you to realize that this is happening and realize that it's not them that's offending you, it's your perception of what's happening that's offending you. You're offending yourself, and then you get the decision to decide, or you get to make the decision, or make the choice, should I say, about whether to be offended. So if I ask you this, do you want to be happy? If the answer is yes, then we've got to realize that we're offending ourselves if we're getting offended. We've got to accept that what other people do is nothing to do with our happiness. And we've got to own the fact that if we're getting angry or triggered or upset by other people, no, it's not other people, it's us. So if you truly want to be happy, realize that the only reason you're not happy is yourself. Own that. Stop blaming others, because when you blame others, they get the control over your happiness. Take back the control, accept responsibility, and decide, no matter what somebody does, I'm going to realize that they're triggering something in my past to become expressed through anger. That's what's happening. A story of our past, which is what's creating our perception, is what we're reacting based on. So again, another way to look at it is we're getting offended by our own past. That's why we're having a reaction. Give you another example. Let's say I said, hey, you're looking really skinny. One person might be like, thanks, that's great. I've been dieting. I've been really trying to lose weight. Thank you for that. That's fantastic. Another person might be like, how dare you? Don't say that to me. I have an eating disorder, for example. That's really offensive. Exactly the same statement, two different pasts. And so the person who's getting offended by a statement that another person is taking well, the difference is their perception. They're letting their past define their happiness. And when they do that, their past is creating more of the same future. So you've got to choose, you've got to make the choice that, does your past define your current happiness? Does the words that come out of somebody else's mouth define your current happiness? Or are you choosing to be happy now? Are you choosing to stop attaching meanings to things and just let go of being right? That's the key. If we can let go of attaching meanings, if we can let go of needing to be right, if we can let go of justifying, if we can let go of attacking others, if we can just let go of that and go, you know what? Whatever happens around me, it doesn't need to mean anything, because it doesn't. It doesn't mean anything. If someone says, you're a jerk and you're wasting your life to you, well, you can just choose to perceive that, or choose to create the meaning behind that of, they must be having a really bad day. I actually feel compassion for them of what they may be going through. It's nothing to do with me, because they're running the same patterns that I'm running. They're not actually insulting me. The words that are coming out of their mouth are in response to the patterns of their past. If you realize that as well, you can choose to realize that no matter what somebody says to you, it's nothing to do with you. It's all to do with them. All right? So make that distinction. Realize that you have the choice of how to perceive the events that happen to you and the people that say things and do things to you. You can perceive them however you choose to perceive them. And if you're perceiving them in such a way that makes you unhappy, miserable, triggered, angry, frustrated, you're choosing that. Own that. And do something different today from what you've been doing up until now. I hope this helps.